Liverpool, everybody. I'm here with Gerri. How you doing, man?
Yeah, not bad on you.
All right, just here to talk a little bit about the starting lineup that's confirmed and out, and just a little bit before the game comes on about this is the matchup against Bournemouth. First of all, as I said, the lineup is out, and is it kind of what you expected to a degree, or any issues, or not maybe not issues, but just things maybe that you saw that you were shocked at or you didn't want, or whatever the case may be?
Not really, because I thought Mane. The more I thought Mane would start, maybe a couple of days ago, but the more I thought about it, I thought Chamberlain would start this game today, at left wing because Salah and Firmino didn't play against Everton, and Mane did. So I thought that both of them would start, and then Chamberlain obviously would get running the team. I thought Keita would definitely start this game. I thought Ronaldo would have started, but Klopp did say he had a lineup in mind in the press conference, but he said he heard of a few little niggles, and I think one of
Mm.
them could. I think one of them could be Ronaldo, maybe. I think one of them could be Lallana because he's not even in the squad at all. Um, I don't think he would have started the game, but maybe on the bench. So yeah, Gomez at right back is probably it's not really something I'm a big fan of. But if that's the only option, if we're going to rest Trent, that's the only option we have at the minute. And
Mm.
Trent didn't get rest against Napoli, but because of course the games that we have coming up, we've got Salzburg on Tuesday, Watford on Saturday, and then Qatar. So he needs more rest. He's played basically every single game this season. So yeah, it's his first rest in the Premier League. He started every single Premier League game, so of course he needs a rest. But I think sorry, excuse me. It should be enough to get the 3 points today anyway. I'm not really worried about Bournemouth too much.
Yeah, I think in my mind, I was thinking that if any of the fullbacks need a rest, it'd be Robertson. But
I thought that too.
you could put Milner there, which I don't know how much better I feel with him covering Robertson than I do Gomez covering Trent. Look, Gomez is going to be playing a role in this team just like everyone else, and Klopp has to find a way to put him in. I thought maybe you could give him a shot for center back, but Lovren has been well there, and it's fine. I was watching some of the until probably about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Some of the older games against Bournemouth, and
Hmm.
just last season I remember Naby played in both of them. He played pretty well as well. So yeah, just happy to see him in there. Is it Genie, Hendo, and Naby? Is that the midfield?
Milner had no Naby.
Milner, Hendo, and Naby. Yeah, well, that, again, I think Milner also played in both of those games last season. So I don't know if that's something that they're looking at in how he performed and maybe putting those guys in. Mane definitely could use a break. I didn't want to see it because he's just been in great form, but you figure you rest Salah Firmino one game. Probably had to believe that Mane was gonna get a rest in this game. But I think Salah, we all know, I think he got a hat trick against this team. Plays pretty well against this team. So looking forward to it, man. And yeah, I think Bournemouth had a few guys out, and they've been really really bad lately. I think they don't have any wins in the last 8, 9 games.
I mean, they
And
lost. They've lost four in a row, haven't they?
yeah, yeah. So again, we're gonna come up against another team who's not really in great form, and I think for us, our main objective is just to just make sure we make it even worse for them. I don't think that their manager's on the verge of being sacked or anything, but the more they lose, the worse their situation probably could get at some point. But yeah, I mean, we've had our way with this team for the last few games, from I can remember. Obviously, the 4-3 game, which who was our defense that day?
Which
Was
one?
it when they
Which
beat us
game?
4-3? When they beat us 4-3.
Our defense was that game was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Karius, Klein at right back, Lucas, Lovren, Milner.
Oh God, was it Lucas? Jesus,
Yeah, Lucas at centre back.
almost forgot about Lucas. Yeah. So look, I think it's obviously there's nothing of the team that I'm necessarily disappointed in. Obviously, yeah, I'm just Trent stepping out is we know we're going to get from the right side already. Not to be negative, but I think if I don't know if they're going to have I guess Milner will be on the right side then.
No, it'll be Milner. Sorry. I meant Milner on the right side, Kate on the left, and Henderson in the middle.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
the thing is, right. I mean, the thing is, people saying they're not happy with Chamberlain starting, right, on the left. I mean, listen. I mean, that's the only thing we've got there. It was we chose not to sign. Whether it was the right decision or not, it doesn't matter. I'm just putting out here. I'm not saying that. it was a mistake or anything. I'm just saying that if you're not happy with Chamberlain starting at left wing, then get used to it because he's the only backup that we have to Mane. Obviously, Origi on the left as well, but Origi playing against Everton. He's the only backup there that we have, so you're gonna have to get used to it. We haven't got a proper left winger for him to come in to replace Mane there. You know, and we chose that in the summer.
Yeah, listen. I mean, some of us are still going to see things and not like it, and I think the thing is, we've seen Ox in that position, and he just hasn't necessarily been great. I think there's a shout you could say for Origi, although I think Origi's probably done more in that position than he has. But for me, I got a feeling that Ox is going to have a really good game today. I think as the kind of player Ox is, he wants to play. Obviously, he'd like to play centrally. And that's cool, but he wants to play. And at the end of the day, you got to just go play whatever position he puts you in. It's not like they put him at a goalkeeper. He's playing an attacking position. He's on the left-hand side. It should be fine. It's not that big a deal. I think he's going to have a good game today. Go ahead.
No, go on, finish this.
No, I was going to say, I got a feeling he's going to have a good game today, and same with Naby. But, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, what I think is that that combination on the left-hand side with Robertson, Keita, and Chamberlain, I think that's a really good combination. With a lot of creativity there, you know, trickery, pace. So I think there could be a good link up. Keita's starting today, as I said, I think he'll start, and he does, and you know, I'm excited to see him today. Really, really excited because he just adds something different, a different sort of tempo on the field, the way he holds the ball, you know, his control. So I'm just hoping that you can get this, because if you play as well in this game, next I want to start me in Salzburg because I think that game would be a perfect game for.
Who's that? Ox?
No, Keita.
Oh, got you.
I think against Salzburg, Henderson, Ronaldo, and Milner will start against Salzburg. Actually, maybe not because Milner would have to play 3 games in a week. You know, so you know maybe not. But I think Milner's capable of doing that anyway. But yeah, I think that would probably be the most likely thing. That will see on Salzburg. But if Keita does start, if Keita does play well in this game, then I'd give him another start against Watford at home because you know that's how I want to see him get into a rhythm of games. You know, then I'll start Mkhitaryan again and keep on giving him starts. So today's a big game for him. Very, very big game. I've got a feeling he's going to perform.
Yeah, listen, I think at the end of the day, whatever issues that you and I or any other supporters have, I think the thing we need to remember is that Klopp is finding ways to rest guys here and there. And this team is so fit that you might just see a game off here and then he might play the next. For example, Trent might play the next 10 games or whatever. You know, any little moment you can get rest because there's a lot of games coming up, and we all know that the Qatar trip and the Champions League and obviously the league. So anyway, a guy can get a rest. It's cool, and so I'm happy with that. I think obviously the bench is quite strong if we do need to pull from there. Good to see Elliot, I think, is on the bench, so that was nice to see.
Yeah,
but
and Curtis Jones as well.
Oh, nice. No, yeah. Sorry, he is on there. So it's good.
It's important. It's important that we get the 3 points today because obviously that'll put us 14 clear of City, 11 clear of Leicester. I'm not worried about Leicester. 14 clear of City, and City got United at home. So they'll be when they're training, getting ready for the match, the scores will be reading out, and I think that with 14 points, you know, the pressure's on again. You know, just like it was against Chelsea. So, you know, it's a big game today. We just keep on winning, keep on. It doesn't matter how the win comes today. As I keep saying every game, it doesn't matter how it comes. As long as we're on 46 points by the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and it's funny because I keep seeing this stat about United not losing to any of the top teams this season.
I wouldn't mind that. No.
Say again?
I wouldn't mind that today.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So maybe, I mean, it's a derby, anything can happen. We know how derbies go, but I mean, everything tells me that City should be at them off the floor with them. But we'll see. You know, United, that's just a fact. They have been not losing to top teams this year, so we'll see what happens. It's funny to me that they're actually 6th right now. I thought they were like so much lower than that for some reason, but I guess I'm just thinking about them, how many points we're above them.
Problem is with that is, you know, they're 20. I mean, I think it's like relegation.
21st, 21 points.
Yeah, exactly. Relegation 6 points away for them. So you know what I mean.
I got it.
It's like they're all. It's just this congested little group there. You know, it's full of table clubs like Arsenal, United. You know, they're all just jumbled up together with Palace and Wolves. So that's how it is at the minute. And I think Chelsea and Spurs, if they win today, they sort of get 6 points behind Chelsea again. So. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but as I said, I'm not worried about these sort of teams. We just need to focus on what we do I think today we need to start well and get a goal early and then just kill the game off because Bournemouth aren't the best defensively. They concede a lot of space, they concede a lot of chances, and we need to be on it. And Salah, obviously, I hope he gets a goal today. Firmino as well, it's a big day for some of these players. As I said, Gomez, Keita, players that don't really play as often, when that be injuries or not playing at all because of players in that position play better than them. It's a big game. It's a big day for them. So this is what I like. This is what rotation does. Shakira really comes in that night, and they perform well. I'm looking for the same with Keita. I'm looking for the same with Gomez. I'm looking, to see improvements. And I'm hoping we can see it today. But as I said, 3 points, and I'm going to go 3-1 today.
Yeah, listen. I mean, I need to see a performance from some of these guys on the peripheral, on the fringes of the starting 11. Guys are just kind of usually on the bench. The same performance we saw from Shaqiri, Lallana to a degree, Origi, the game against Everton. We need to see that from Gomez because he wants to play and he needs to show something. Look, we all know he knows he doesn't offer exactly what Alexander-Arnold offers, but we need to see a good performance from him today. And some of the other guys who don't play often, Ox. So looking forward to it, man. Before we go, I wanted to ask you, any shout or any chance we might see 4-2-3-1 at any point in this game? Do you think with those people playing? I know it feels like we only really play that when Shaqiri's in, but I don't know. I mean,
possibly because someone was saying maybe it might be because of we might play Keita as a 10 and then Salah and right. But that's not the 4-2-3-1 we'll see in my opinion. I think we'll see if it's a 4-2-3-1. I think we'll probably see something like Hendo and Milner as a 2 as a pivot, and I think we'll see Chamberlain on the right, Keita on the left, Firmino as a 10, Salah up front. I think that's
that's a good show. I don't know. I got a sneaky feeling that because I just feel like as much as Klopp likes the 4-3-3, I think he also equally loves, even though he doesn't use it a lot, the idea that he can surprise people with that 4-2-3 because we're so lethal going forward every time we play that formation.
Yeah, exactly. And Keita actually played on the left wing last year where Bournemouth had a very good game, if you remember.
He did. You're right.
Saul played like it was like who was on the right that game? Was it Shaqiri? Shaqiri started that game on the right, and then we had Keita on the left. We had Salah, Firmino as a 2, so it's like a 4-2-2 that game. So it's gonna be it might be. But I'm not really a big fan of Keita on the left. I just think that he gets a bit isolated on that side. Where he has to come up against a fullback, and I saw one of them just in those little pockets with Robertson and Chamberlain helping him there, so he can overload that side because I think Gomez. It's not very strong that side. I know Salah's obviously in there, but he's more of an inside forward anyway. So, and Gomez's crossing is not very good. So I just want to see us. I think our play will be, really focused down that left-hand side today.
Yeah, we'll be wearing pretty much the same uniforms Bournemouth wore when they came to our place last season, so that'll be cool too.
Yeah, the white one.
Yeah, it looks almost identical. When I saw some of the highlights of the games yesterday, I was like, damn, it is true. They look pretty much the same. But anyway, man, thanks for making time, and we will come back, guys, and speak after the Manchester derby. So, Gerri, thanks for making time, and I'll talk to you soon, man.
No problem. See you later, mate.
See you, bud.